So you had one. What is Brats?
Brats. So the Brat Pack
Yeah.
from the
Okay.
like Emilio Estevez, like basically Breakfast Club, the John Hughes films,
Yeah.
at least
Yeah. Yeah.
Breakfast
Yeah.
Club and 16 Candles. So yeah, I knew of him as a Brat Pack eventually, and I always thought that was kind of a cool name for them, but apparently, like, yeah, at the time it was like a bombshell article. This like reporter coined that phrase, and it kind of diminished these young actors who really were approaching all this material like with with the craft and just trying to have a great performance come out of it and contribute. And after this happened, a lot of them kind of just like separated from each other, which really sucks because we could have got like a lot more films, but
Yeah.
they got labeled that, and it kind of just like basically everything crumbled. And luckily, a lot of the actors that time are still big names, or became big names, and they
Hmm.
might not be quite big anymore, like Emilio Estevez and things like that. But
Yep.
anyway, this is a documentary directed by Andrew McCarthy. He how I first came to know him was Weekend at Bernie's. He was
Oh,
the
okay.
slapsticky coworker of the more serious guy.
Yeah.
Don't remember the
Yeah.
names. I know Bernie, of course, but
It's been years since I've seen that movie.
yeah, that sequel. That's one to watch for at the movies.
We got to do RoboCop 3 first.
Yes, I'm excited for that too.
If
Definitely.
that movie exists. We
Yeah,
haven't
if it
confirmed.
is, we're gonna find out. It might have to pay for it. Shit.
Jesus.
Redbox, where are you when I need you?
We're gonna have to find
That wouldn't be in Redbox.
some dark web Chinese market site to find that one.
There'll be a if Redbox had it, it'd be like Robust Cops or something like
Jesus.
I don't know.
Oh.
Those fun names. I love to like there should be a documentary on people like how they name that shit. Like how they come up with things like that and the concepts. But yeah, so Brats is on Hulu. It's a documentary directed by one of the Brat Packs members. Even though they never were a member and they never loved that name, it turns out, yeah, they hated it. And Emilio Estevez is really honest, where he's like, I really didn't want to talk about this because he just doesn't like it. He doesn't like that period because it was actually an article he was like featured mainly in. He was interviewed by this guy, and so yeah, they get this guy kind of like made it into something else.
Yeah.
Like Emilio trusted his guy, and it
He
turned
kind of like twisted the narrative and
exactly, yeah.
yeah.
And that guy's in this film too, which is crazy. They're like
Huh.
they like talk to him, but Andrew McCarthy does that. He's our way in, so he meets up with pretty much everyone from the Brat Pack is in it, except Judd Nelson and Molly Ringwald, and there's one more I can't remember who, but
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Or Anthony Michael. I
He
don't
wasn't
know
in
why.
it. A lot of them were just like,
That
I
was-
think we've rehashed it enough.
It's a
at
guy with
cons.
3 names.
Yes,
Give me a break.
right. Yeah, boy, that'd
Anyway.
be impressive. If they got Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Jesus.
He faked his death, and he was in the Brat Pack.
Yeah.
But no, it's a great documentary. Really lets you in on like how they interpreted that name. And I don't know. I kind of think it's a charming name, but I understand if you're a young actor and you're trying to be taken seriously, and then Brat is like you're
Well,
given that name. Yeah.
They also had something similar with Saturday Night Live. They had the Frat Pack, which was
Oh.
like, I forget who all was in that. I think it was like the guys like Chris Farley, Adam Sandler,
Oh, okay.
those kind of guys that
Yeah.
were like doing the more juvenile stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I remember that's what I was thinking of initially was that.
Didn't hurt
but
them
the-
though, apparently, because
Yeah,
they went
but
on to keep doing
But I do
things,
remember the
but-
Brat Pack thing. And
Yeah,
like the whole.
it's a gimmick. You want to coin a phrase, and that's
Yeah.
this reporter's like rise to fame. I think pretty much.
Well, it's like calling people the shit stains. I mean, what do you think that's going to do for their career?
You're right.
You know,
They don't care. They just want to sell. They want to sell papers.
they,
It's a
they wanted
headline.
to sell articles. That was
Turns
all
out
it
nothing's
was.
changed for
No,
40
God, no.
years or whenever it was. But
BuzzFeed's the new tabloid.
yeah, but it's a great documentary, and it's
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's worth checking out.